Tonight's feature presentation will be about the world's worst detective and how she failed to solve one of the most easy murder cases. Let us begin. One night while in her apartment, a detective known as Detective Blake was contacted by the police department and told to come to a rich mansion upstate and that a man had been killed there. So she suited up, got out of her apartment, and arrived at the mansion. When the detective arrived, the maid began blubbering like a whale in the sea. She began telling how she found the body of the dead man and brought it into the living room and covered it up before the police got there, but she had nothing to do with it, and that the detective needed to find out who killed her boss. The detective took notes as she heard every word that came out of the maid's mouth, and the dog watched, hoping the detective would drop a dog treat. After interviewing the maid, the detective had to think long and hard about who killed the man. But who could have done it? Couldn't have been the maid, because she wasn't in the room. Could it have been the dog? Too silly. But whoever killed the man was still at large, and the detective had to find out. But then, it hit her. He just died. Then, the books were closed, and the case was solved. But who was the real killer? It was none other than the dog. The dog had snuck into his owner's room the night before, and then killed him in cold blood. So, this just proves that Detective Blake is officially the worst detective in the world.